chilling video shows what exactly happened in Kheri. More videos emerge of a man beaten on head with lathis as well. Injured farmers say minister's son was in the jeep. Eyewitness account there, while even a day later, police still haven't questioned the son. Prime Minister in Lucknow, but does not talk about Lakhimpur Kheri at all. 40 hours in detention for Priyanka Gandhi, and she continues to say that she is not allowed to meet with lawyers and ready to be detained for up to 6 months. Prominent chemist amongst 3 killed in terror attacks in an hour in Kashmir. New IS chief talks about a significant Chinese aircraft at the LAC and a significant number of planes at the Tibet air bases as well. Indian Air Force fully prepared, he says, to face China. Fuel prices hiked one more time. Diesel now at over 90 rupees. High diesel prices also now mean high vegetable prices. Arrest of Aryan Khan, a witch hunt, says Suzanne Khan, as Bollywood breaks silence. 4 more people arrested today by the NCB in the drugs case. Hello and welcome. You're watching NETV 24/7. I'm Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor. Our top story tonight. What exactly happened in Lakhimpur Kheri? Chilling videos, not one, but several have now emerged. One that very promptly shows how a jeep is driving behind a group of protesters who are just walking ahead and rams them over. There's another video that talks about a man being beaten in the head with lathis. Another one as the Indian farmer, one of the eyewitnesses in the case, have told NDTV now that he did see minister's son inside the jeep. So what exactly is stopping the police from even questioning the minister's son?
With this video, the horror of Sunday's killing of 4 farmers sank in across the country. For the families of the victims, another reality was sinking in. The final, heartbreaking journeys. This one of farmer Lavpreet Singh, just 19 years old. He, along with 3 other farmers on Sunday, died as convoy of vehicle belonging to the son of BJP MP and Union Minister Ajay Mishra ran over him and others.
हमने पूछा बेटा कैसे हो, ठीक हो? बोला पापा मैं ठीक हूँ और तुम जल्दी आ जाओ, और जब तक हम लोग लखीमपुर पहुँचते नहीं हैं तो उसकी डेथ हो जाती है.
These are terribly disturbing and distressing scenes here in Uttar Pradesh's Lakhimpur. A 19-year-old boy is being cremated here after he was killed on Sunday, allegedly by those people who owe allegiance to a minister of state in the central government, no less, and his son. It is alleged that his convoy, the minister's son's convoy, ran over Lavpreet, and that is how he died. He was the one of 3 children in the household.
Farmer leaders allege that the 4th farmer was shot dead. Sources say the post-mortem report has only established ante-mortem injuries, shock and brain hemorrhage as cause of the death of all 8 people who died on Sunday.
जो देखने वाले हैं उन्होंने कहा कि हमारे सामने गोली मारी है और गोली उसमें आई नहीं है मेडिकल में.
Horrific video reportedly from Sunday and being widely shared online appears to show farmers being crushed at least by 2 vehicles. The lead vehicle looks like a Mahindra Thar that belongs to Ashish Mishra, the son of Minister and MP Ajay Mishra. The video shows the farmer crushed from behind in what appears to be a deliberate attack. While the police has not verified the video, the model of cars seen in it match with visuals seen by NDTV crew on ground. The big question, was Ashish Mishra's son in one of the cars that killed the farmers? But protesters are divided over whether he was there or not. In an exclusive interview, the farmer leader Tejinder Virk, who called for the protest, says he saw Ashish.
भीड़ आए और इनको रौन दे और ये आक्रोश में आ जाए।
But Simranjeet Singh, an eyewitness who saw the full tragedy unfold, alleges the occupants of the car fired gunshots, but he was not spotted on the day of the incident.
बाद में फिर फायरिंग करते हुए भागे हैं नीचे की तरफ लोग 5-7 लोग। तो पुलिस भी उनके पीछे बैठी है, कुछ किसान भी भागते हैं, लेकिन किसानों की तरफ थोड़ा सा पुलिस आती है तो किसान वापस आ जाते हैं।
कौन लोग थे जो फायरिंग करते थे?
उसी गाड़ी में से निकलती गाड़ी।
पथराव और लाठी ये उन्होंने, चूंकि थार गाड़ी हमारी आगे थी तो उस पर मारा गया।
24 hours after the murder charge against Ashish Mishra, the son of the minister, the police has not even questioned him, let alone arrest him.
Forget his arrest. Has the police even questioned him till now?
There are certain formalities are supposed to be done when a case is registered.
If this was a normal murder case where I was accused of murder, would this be the same attitude of the police?
Attitude of the police is very much in favor of the complainant.
In the violence that followed, the BJP minister's driver and 2 BJP supporters were killed. Even though this was caught on video, there haven't been any arrests for that either. While the tension may have been diffused somewhat for now, sources say top BJP leadership are worried on the ramifications of the incident. Just ahead of crucial 2022 state polls, with the farmers' protest spreading beyond western Uttar Pradesh. In Lakhimpur, the BJP has all 8 Vidhan Sabha seats and also Lok Sabha seats. With Ravi Sharanjan Shukla, Vineet Verma and Alok Pandey, Usama Shab for NDTV.
Meanwhile, the Prime Minister was in UP today in the national capital but didn't say a word about Lakhimpur deaths at all. The Chief Minister, BJP leaders are silent. Only Varun Gandhi meanwhile tweeted about this matter. All this as 40 hours in detention for Priyanka Gandhi and even the FIRs being filed, but she remains to be under custody, saying that she's not even being allowed to meet her lawyers.
The Prime Minister in Lucknow for a pre-poll launch of projects. Sitting beside him, the UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. More than 48 hours into the horrific Sunday violence, it seemed business as usual for them. In this vital poll-bound state, choosing to completely ignore the killing of farmers with no mention during this event.
मुझे संतुष्टि है कि योगी जी की सरकार आने के बाद यूपी में शहरी गरीबों को 9 लाख घर बनाकर दिए गए हैं।
कि उत्तर प्रदेश ने विगत 4.5 वर्ष के दौरान अर्बनाइजेशन में कुछ नई उपलब्धियां हासिल की।
As this event happened, the Yogi government continued to block and detain opposition leaders in the state. Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi, in custody for almost 2 days now, challenged the Prime Minister for a response to the video showing the alleged attack.
मोदी जी नमस्कार। मैंने सुना है कि आज आज़ादी का अमृत उत्सव मनाने के लिए आप लखनऊ आ रहे हैं। मैं आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ कि आपने ये वीडियो देखा है?
Priyanka Gandhi Vadra says she's ready to remain in custody for a long time, but she and her party have questioned the legality of her arrest. That it's been over 24 hours since she was held, but wasn't produced before a magistrate in that time.
My arrest actually, which was a verbal arrest, is illegal considering that I have been here more than 24 hours. I have not been served or brought before a magistrate during this period.
Priyanka took on not just the BJP but even the SP and the BSP, asking why they weren't protesting more. Both have a larger presence in UP than the Congress.
I was not allowed to go there, but in fact we don't believe like other parties in burning the buses. She's been working monitoring things for almost 16 to 18 hours every day and all other matters also.
Congress MP Dipinder Hooda's detention continued, while the Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel was stopped at the airport itself. In this video, he can be seen repeatedly saying that he does not propose to go to Lakhimpur Kheri.
हमको क्यों रोका जा रहा है भाई? हम कहीं नहीं जा रहे हैं। हम पीसीसी जाएंगे। हम कोई लखीमपुर तो जा नहीं रहे हैं। फिर रोकने का औचित्य क्या?
Baghel sat on a protest inside the airport. This while Union Minister of State for Home Ajay Mishra continued to maintain innocence. He said his son Ashish Mishra was not driving the SUV that day, but despite an FIR, no arrests have been made.
वहाँ जो गाड़ी चढ़ाया है या जैसे चढ़ी है ये आप ही लोग जानते होंगे, मैं वहाँ पर नहीं था, ना मेरा पुत्र था।
Yogi and Modi's silence on this issue and the BJP's covert defence of the minister and his son, even silence on Haryana Chief Minister M.L. Khattar's call to violence against farmers has raised doubts whether the party wants to brazen it out.
अपने किसानों के 500-700 हजार लोग आप लोग अपने खड़े करो, उनको वॉलंटियर बनाओ और फिर जगह जगह 60-60 समाज चले जैसे को तैसा.
In Guwahati, the Central Agriculture Minister evaded questions.
सर लखीमपुर खीरी पे क्या बोला था?
Please. As politics over Lakhimpur Kheri plays out, the matter has now reached the Supreme Court, with lawyers seeking intervention by the top court, even as families of all the victims wait for justice. Bureau Report, NDTV.
Meanwhile, the update on the story is that Congress has now written into UP Chief Minister and proposed a 5-member delegation led by Rahul Gandhi to visit Lakhimpur Kheri on Wednesday. This 5-member delegation hopes to be there tomorrow, which includes Rahul Gandhi, and they have officially now written in a request to the Chief Minister. We see what happens to that. Moving on, petrol and diesel prices hiked once again. Petrol has neared 109 rupees a litre in Mumbai. And if you talk about other metros, it's gone over 103 rupees a litre for Kolkata, 103 rupees a litre in Delhi as well, 109 rupees a litre in Mumbai, and just about 100 in Chennai.
By the time this bumper crop of Mosambis from Nagpur arrives at Kolkata's Bada Bazaar, the price is going through the roof, much like and because of the spiraling price of diesel.
यहाँ का महंगाई का सिर्फ एक ही कारण है, पेट्रोल प्रत्येक दिन, डीजल प्रत्येक दिन जो महंगाई हो रहा है, इस वजह से यहाँ पे फल महंगा हो रहा है. ये जो बेचारे खरीदते थे 4 रुपए पीस, अभी ये 8 रुपए पीस खरीदना पड़ रहा है.
Behind the trucks lined up here at Bada Bazaar are offices, cubbyholes of people who own the trucks that travel across the country carrying goods. Truck owners are ready to throw in the towel.
ऐसी है कि हम लोग गाड़ियाँ खड़ी करने वाले हैं, क्योंकि डीजल का दाम बहुत बढ़ गया है, तो कुछ नहीं बच रहा है. गाड़ी खड़ी करेंगे नहीं होगा, क्या करेंगे मैम? किस्तें कहाँ से देंगे? अभी लोन है, कहाँ से भरेंगे?
अगर गाड़ी वाले को नहीं बचेंगे तो गाड़ी वाले क्या करेंगे? अभी गाड़ियाँ कम से 20-25 गाड़ी हम लोग की डेली आती है यहाँ पे, अभी 3-4 गाड़ी आ रही है. तो आप बताइए गाड़ी वाले को, कंपनी को क्या बचेगा?
Not only fuel, toll plaza, every 6 months they are increasing the toll rate. Tire rate is going on. In fact, the truck prices also gone up from 21 lakh to 35 lakh in last 2-3 years. So how the truck owner or driver will survive?
Both petrol and diesel prices have shot up this year, diesel more steeply. In January, Delhi paid almost 74 rupees a litre. Today, over 91 rupees. That's a hike of 17 rupees to the litre, or 23%. Hyderabad's Mohammad Ghafoor transports goods in his diesel-run auto trolley. But with diesel about to cross the 100 mark in his city, he wants an alternative livelihood. He couldn't pay his children's school fees last month.
बहुत परेशानी होगा मैडम डीजल चार्ज से. तो डीजल अगर डाल के खाली अपने पहले के देख 200 का डीजल डालते 1000 रुपये बनते थे, अब 500 का डीजल डालते 1000 रुपये भी नहीं बन रहा.
Big businesses, small ones, and the ordinary consumer all paying a huge price for the soaring price of diesel. With Uma Sudhir, Monideepa Banerjee, NDTV.
Meanwhile, interrupting news coming in from Jammu and Kashmir, a chemist, a street food vendor, and a cab driver were gunned down today by terrorists in separate incidents, all within a span of an hour. Nazir has more.
This is very shocking incident. The man who served people in most difficult times has been killed inside his pharmacy, Bindru Medicaid, the most famous pharmacy in Srinagar, and the most well-respected pharmacist ML Bindru, 70-year-old, was shot dead inside his pharmacy this evening. This has shocked entire Kashmir Valley. But just within 1 hour of his killing, there have been two more civilian killings in Srinagar and Bandipur. a civilian, a vendor, a Golgappa seller was killed. Apparently from outside Kashmir, he was killed in Lal Bazar, downtown Srinagar. And then another civilian, Muhammad Shafi, was killed in Bandipora area. He was apparently the president of a Sobo taxi stand. But here, outside this pharmacy, Bindru Medicaid, it is something which actually people cannot accept this, that the man who has been here serving people, even he didn't leave the Kashmir in peak of militancy in 1990s, has been shot dead inside his shop. It has been widely condemned by everybody, but nobody knows the reason why he has been killed. According to police, there were two gunmen and who barged into his shop. They were wearing pistol. They fired 4 bullets on him. He died in his shop. Very, very shocking incident. I personally know Mr. Bindru. For 3 generations we have been visiting this shop, getting medicine from here, and the same man has been killed here. What a generous person, great personality, who was actually serving people for last 30 years in Kashmir, and generations in Kashmir have been here, coming here, they knowing him. He was most respected, chemist in the valley, has been killed, and people don't know why. And why this kind of situation in Srinagar for last, these 4 days. This is the 5th civilian killing in the valley and 4 in Srinagar city. On Saturday, 2 civilians, Majid Ahmed Gojri and another person, Muhammad Shafi, were killed in Srinagar city. And now we see today 3 more killings, and police have been saying, security force saying they have curbed militancy, but here we see innocent people, defenseless people being targeted, and here outside at the shop at Bindru Pharmacy, Mr. Bindru being killed, being the latest victim of this deadly terror campaign.
Now, the new chief of the Indian Air Force, Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary, has said that a significant number of Chinese aircraft remained present at the 3 key air bases in Tibet, which faced India. This comes as India and China try to de-escalate tensions in the eastern Ladakh. 3 air bases, which have seen massive base expansion and the deployment of Chinese aircraft, are located in there. Also, what we are hearing is that in east of Ladakh, north of Ladakh, and also the side which faces the Arunachal front.
पहला सवाल आपका है LAC पे सिचुएशन. आपको पता है कि फिलहाल अभी भी चाइनीज एयरफोर्स PLAF की डिप्लॉयमेंट्स अभी भी है 3 एयर बेसिस में अक्रॉस ईस्टर्न लद्दाख. हमारी तरफ से हमारी पूरी तैयारी है.
Delhi University has released its list of cut-off lists for undergraduate admissions, with at least 9 courses pegging the cut-off at 100%. Despite 100% cut-off, 30,000 students applied on the first day, most of them from the Kerala State Board. Here's why.
They are reaching for the skies, but so are the percentages required for admission into the prestigious Delhi University, with cut-off lists reaching 100%. But despite this, on the first day, the admissions portal saw over 30,000 applications, with many students from the Kerala State Board grabbing seats with 100% marks.
A lot of students from down south have started coming in, and the board's results in the down south is like 100% for more than 1,000 people every year. Because the people applying with that 100% is that high, and because the seats are limited, you have no other option but to keep the cutoffs high.
Due to discrepancy in state boards and CBSE assessment criteria, Delhi University students are left with no other options than to leave an opportunity of studying in prestigious government colleges.
100% कट ऑफ है, तो दिल्ली के तो बहुत कम बच्चे होते हैं कि हिंदू कॉलेज में आ पाए. ज़्यादातर बच्चे केरला साइड के होते हैं, साउथ से.
But many, even with high cutoffs in Kerala, were disappointed.
Since the cutoffs are very high, an applicant like me will have a risk of not getting a good a seat in a good college, and it is one of my concerns. As an aspirant, it will affect my education.
9 courses in Delhi University have put up first cutoff lists of 100%. Despite high percentages, many students are losing hope in the face of such high cutoffs in the first list. Going by the past few years' records, there isn't much change in the second and third lists. With SP Babu in Kerala and Shanakshi Chakravarti and Sushil Rathi in New Delhi, Anusya Mathur for NDTV.
Well, that's all we could pack in this edition. Stay tuned to NDTV. Lots more coming up. Bye-bye for now.